It is Galentine's Day. That means a lot of us are spending quality time with our gal pals. But here's a reason to stretch this one day into a weekend getaway. That sounds nice because guess what? It could extend your life. Joining me today, that sounds so dramatic, to discuss this is Kara Kinnear and making their Real Talk debut, the co-founders of L&K Unscripted, Lori Duncan and Kenya Brantley.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for having us. Oh my God.
So excited to have you guys on the show. Whoever is not familiar with you out there in TV land, please tell them how they can listen to you guys, watch you guys.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can find us every Friday morning live on Facebook on L&K Unscripted, our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And
we also have our radio show on 98.1, 720 The Voice on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Awesome.
So good.
I feel like you guys are like Karen. We finished each other.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, and apparently, guess what? It's going to extend our lives. Having great gal pals. Yes. Experts found spending time with your girlfriends, like on a weekend girls' getaway, can extend life expectancy, lower chances of heart disease.
Wow.
Yes.
And even help us better tolerate pain.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
How about better tolerate husbands?
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
Children and children.
Right?
I mean, like, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when I'm around my girlfriends, it's literally like you can feel your heart rate going down.
Yes.
Relaxing. And I love
Big
it.
relaxation, and you can talk about anything.
Right.
Right.
You don't prove yourself to them.
Right.
No.
Exactly. They don't care if your hair's not done. And
Even have you know, like even with family, because I know people out there are like, well, I feel that way when I'm with my sister or my mom.
Right.
It's just different though.
Absolutely.
It's a different dynamic.
You can do whatever you just don't have to worry about anything at that moment. So
Right.
you know, hopefully the kids are being taken care of and the husband's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and
everybody's
we hope.
good.
Right.
Exactly.
And if it's not, you just try not to think, oh, my phone died.
Or, you don't get
Exactly.
20 phone calls.
Oh, I know.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's the
Oh, the
biggest
phone,
thing.
oh shoot, where's the charger? Oh, well.
Did the phone go dead?
Yeah. How long have you guys been friends?
Oh gosh, almost 5 years.
5 years.
Yes.
And you decided to do this venture together.
I mean, so we're both business owners in historic downtown Newnan, and just thought it'd be a fun idea just to kind of get together. And
actually started out, there were 5 of us, and then it just kind of dwindled down.
Yeah.
We were the 2 that were
What happened
always
to the others? What happened
it
to
was
the others?
always meant to be.
Oh, yeah.
But businesses, I mean, it's crazy.
It is.
It is crazy.
But just in the daily craziness of life, though, how often do you guys get away on trips? Kara, you hadn't taken a girls' trip in a long time.
I really need to take one.
Absolutely.
It's hard to find that time.
I mean,
though.
I have an idea. I think a whole bunch of gonna get together and hang out.
The show on the road. Literally.
We love it.
Okay,
Absolutely,
but I will say that, well, Kara actually says that she doesn't like to spend a lot of time
This is not what
with
I said.
anyone.
She kind of
I like to dip in and dip out. Maybe on like a bit, maybe not. Well, no, I did do it on the girls' trip too. Because I don't want to be there for the drama, because there's like inevitable drama that tends to happen.
a couple days.
Yes, if you're, if it's
She goes,
yeah.
I like to dip in and dip out. And then I had a girlfriend who I'm actually going to meet later on Valentine's Day. She wrote, I like that, dipping in and dipping out.
I love it. There's no pressure. Take the pressure off.
All right, so girls' trip in your lives recently, 1 a year, 2 a year, none a year?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
I haven't this year. On
We
my
definitely
birthday.
need to plan.
Okay, and it is true. I mean, hey, now that we know it's better for our health, but scientists found, of course, friendships are a stronger predictor of health and happiness than relationships with family members. I will say, and Kara knows this, of course, she knows everything. But I had a moment, I think because I got married later in life and I lived in California and my friends became my family out there. I'm very much like a family girl, a girl's girl. They are my family.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's interesting because sometimes Jim will be like, gosh, I mean, you have to go to every single thing. Do you feel that from your significant others or
Yes,
spouses?
absolutely.
Well, they're like, you're choosing,
So we just went to New Orleans. Sorry, not you, but me and the girl that works with me, and it was just a 2-day trip. And Jay was like, why are you leaving me? Why am I not going with you? And I'm like, because this is work, and we're gonna have a good time. And he's like, come home with a tattoo.
And I do feel like,
and
I do feel like you can kind of like let loose a little bit more when you're with your girlfriends rather than even with your husband.
Yeah, so, to some extent, again, it's just something about that being comfortable, your true friends that know you inside and out and still love you.
Yes.
Okay, how does Lee, because Lee, I feel like is so easygoing where if he thought you needed it, he would go, I've got this.
He would. He would. He like, my girlfriend wanted to go to Egypt this month because she actually had a, something horrible happened in her family, and I was like, let's go away for a weekend, and she was like, I want to go to Egypt, and my husband's like, you should go, and I was like, wow.
Are you okay?
Yeah. He's like, I really think you should go to Egypt. I was like, well, maybe not now. And I'm like the one that's more like, I don't want to go to Egypt right now. Like, no, I mean, that's great, but, and she's not going there either.
Is there some places that you'd rather go with your husband than with your girlfriend too?
Yes, because she's actually going to Paris, and I was like, I was like, I don't want to go, like, I love her. I want to be there for you, and I want to do like, and I'm very one-on-one too. Like, I love to have a group of girlfriends, but if I'm going to go away, I'd rather just be with like 1 or 2 people.
Right.
I really like that quality
not
time.
A whole bunch of people telling you
that
you don't have to dip in and dip out.
Dip
in and dip out.
And I think that can definitely create more intimacy as well.
It is so true because I have the big 5-0 this year, and a friend of mine was like, let me get all the girlfriends from California and Florida, and I started getting anxiety thinking about it.
Absolutely,
Because it's almost like Costanza would say, your worlds colliding.
Yeah.
And I think the older I've
I got to make a note of that.
Yeah.
She does not want.
No. I didn't want it.
The best vacations to me are the ones where you can actually just lounge and hang out and just
and you don't have to go on a ton of tours. You can just do what you want.
But there's not too many different personalities that are trying to manage, and you're like, oh my God, look, I've got my 2 best friends from these groups. They're going to love each other, but then they don't. It doesn't always work out that way. All right. Well, experts say if you are looking for ways to improve your girlfriend time, these are some of the reasons why that girlfriends can be the most important people in your life. Different people bring different blessings. Every friendship brings a new experience, and in getting to know another person, you learn more about the world.
Absolutely.
So they say, this is one of the best things I've ever learned is, people come into your lives for a reason, and they leave for a reason, right? So they're bringing
a season, right?
Yeah, exactly. So they're bringing new things to you. You're learning new things that you probably would have never known, whether it's about momhood or relationships or something like that. So
and
even
it's an amazing with Lori and our friendship, I just feel like we're so different, but like I feel like we kind of complement each other.
We do.
Like, so I mean, like we have different views on things, but I don't know. I love that.
And there's some things we just don't talk about.
Right?
Would it be politics?
Maybe not.
Because we don't talk about politics. She'll try to stir it up, and I'll go.
I will say, so Christina's very respectful because I can get kind of ranty and I can get angsty, and you are very kind because
I'll be like, I'm studying my notes for today.
So the other day we were doing the radio show, and I said something, and Kenny goes, "Okay, it's time to go."
Right, exactly. It's like, okay, let's just change the subject.
But that's the beauty of it.
Absolutely.
Kara has introduced me to new foods like puppy chow.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
No, it's a dessert. It's fine.
It's the one with like the Chex Mix kind of. That's really good.
Second, celebrations are a lot more fun, as you were saying. Being able to enjoy someone's successes, milestones, etc., brings more genuine joy to our own lives. Who enjoys helping their friends celebrate? That's our brainer question.
That's huge. I mean, that's a big deal.
And you know what I've learned? If you can't celebrate for me, then you don't
You're not my friend.
You're
not my friend.
No, it's so true.
And there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah,
they're jealous and they don't want you to succeed.
I don't like to think that because I'm not that way.
Right.
But I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, something great happened, and you'll find the people that reach out to you and say congratulate, and the people that are like,
they don't want to hear about it.
There is nothing more that I want than for my girlfriends to succeed.
It
makes you happy.
It makes you definitely happy.
Yes. Okay, the support train is real, whether it's something small like sending a funny text or providing a shoulder to cry on in times of despair. True, real girlfriends will be there for you.
Yeah, very true.
It's so comforting to know that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and do you ever notice like there is a fine line with your significant other of how much you do vent. Kara and I have discussed this on the show and in private.
Yes.
Because I don't want to ever get to a point where I'm venting so much about Jim that Kara's like, that
Right. Yeah.
You know,
is that all she talks about?
Or your marriage, you're not like holding it sacred.
Yeah.
So do you have that fine line where you want to be able to dish? Your marriage isn't perfect, your relationship isn't, but you know.
I mean, we've had the conversations, and then we sit there and we try to figure out like what's the best remedy for us personally, right? So, but we definitely don't like bash each other's husbands or bash our husbands, and I think even if we're really, really mad at them. We just kind of.
I think you really can't. You really can't.
And even there's definitely some things that we talk about with our girlfriends that we're not able to talk about with our husbands. So and they're fixers. So I mean, like, they always want to fix, and
I do think there's a definite ebb and flow though in every relationship, and sometimes your girlfriend just needs you more than you need her, and then maybe a year later you're going to need her a lot, and that's okay. And you have to recognize that too. That when your friend is being extra needy, that it's just because they need it, and they trust you and love you enough to confide in you.
Talk to you about it.
Yes,
love that.
True.
Definitely.
I feel like I've been more needy lately.
You're not.
I'm so sorry. The tables are going to turn starting
from now.
It's your year.
I'll text her 10 times a day about things, and then suddenly she goes real quiet on me.
Right.
It's interesting. All right, you guys, I wish we had more time.
Oh my God.
So fun. Right in the commercial break, I said, I need y'all to be yourself, and then I don't think I needed.
No idea.
I don't think I need to say that. Okay, make sure you tune in. Tell them again real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so tune in to Ellen K Unscripted.
Yep, on Facebook, Instagram. Yep, podcast.
Yeah, wait.
Yes, I love it. Okay, it's Friday, and maybe we're going to take it on the road this year with the girls.
Yeah.
Jenny with Trent is coming up next.